The U.S. government has given billions of dollars to businesses in an effort to curb the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The government will begin to pursue recouping these funds in 2021. Aggressive penalties will be imposed on companies that do not follow regulations and guidelines for proper use of these funds. Criminal charges are already being levied on fraudulent use. Don't suffer again. Get a customized business operations success suite from Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services for your company today. BOSS packages include entity formation, payroll, accounting and bookkeeping, tax planning, tax filings, and quarterly strategy sessions to minimize your tax liability, increase efficiency, and maximize your profits. Make your appointment today at elite8financial.com. Get the guidance, tools, and protection your business needs now. Get BOSS. Get behind the shield.
We could not continue to do our filing of our taxes in the traditional sense that we've been doing for so many years. So we opted to go ahead and take the advice from one of our friends that went ahead and referred us. And since he referred us, we said, we decided let's go ahead and check Elite 8 out, and we're glad we did. They were extremely very thorough, so that's part of the excitement that we really enjoyed with Elite 8. So some of the parts of the values that we really enjoyed was that they were, beyond the fact that they were trustworthy, very thorough, extremely responsive, and the fact that we could do things online just the same that we were able to do in the traditional sense.
Get behind the shield.
Welcome to Boss Talk Radio, the #1 online business and entrepreneurial talk show, brought to you by Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services. Here's your host, the Texas tax expert, George Dandridge.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year to you. Hey, if you made it to see today, you are blessed, and I hope that you appreciate the privilege of still being here. This is episode 1 for 2021, and we got a long way before we're done. So we're going to talk about a few different things today. We're going to get into those tax tips relative to EIDL, the economic injured disaster loans, the payment protection program. We're going to talk about getting prepared for your 2020 tax filings, but also we're going to get into our motivation piece, 5 Minutes of Fire, and Term of the Week, the ever so popular segments that's going on. And I want to give a shout out, as a matter of fact, a dedication. We just learned just a few hours ago. If you guys know me, you know I'm part of the cigar culture here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we learned today we lost one of our sisters of the leaf, Simone, and we want to give condolences to her family. Anybody that's come in contact with this beautiful spirit was blessed by it, and we want to give her that shout out, and that's going to take us right into our boss motivation. Yep, we're back. We are back. And what we want to talk about is shaking your fear for the new year. I see a lot of despair out here. I see a lot of people really just devastated by economic conditions. and fear of the unknown. We have this situation out here where there's arguments about vaccine, no vaccine, whether or not to take it, whether or not you should stay home or live life, whether or not you should wear a mask or not wear a mask. And the thing about this that's bothering me the most is from those who are supposed to be the people of faith, our real spiritual people. Your actions and your words aren't lining up right now. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, if you really believe there's a purpose and a call on your life, then why wouldn't you believe that you're going to make it through to that time to do what you're supposed to do? So if, there's a lot of new stuff that we call it the new normal now, because things are never going to go back to the way they were. So you're going to have to make some adjustments and decide how you want to spend this thing called life, because let's be clear, if you say stayed inside, used every delivery service possible over the last 9 months, we're coming up on a year. Essentially, you were the living dead because you weren't living during that period of time. The thing about time is it will continue to move. It's not going to stop despite what else is going on. So you have to make the adjustments and embrace life. I'm not suggesting that you move around recklessly or whatever. That is not what I'm promoting. But what I am saying is that what's meant for you is going to, affect you. So, and if it's not, you're going to get past that thing. So in this new year, anything that you didn't really take advantage of in 2020, because in the name of being careful or whatever, it's time to start living again. It's time for you to exercise those things that you've wanted to do and just do it with caution. I'm not here to tell you take a vaccine or don't take a vaccine or whatever. You move how you want to move, but that's just it. You control this vehicle called life for yourself and what have you. So I want to encourage everybody to just, shake off the fear, shake your shoulders off and get back into this thing and start to live. We're going to be right back. We're going to pay some bills and we're going to come back and hit you with the hot track right after this.
Ready to begin your business? Should you be an LLC or a C corporation? How do you track the cost of goods versus operating supplies? What are your depreciable assets? Are you structured to obtain business credit? Not sure? Get a boss. An individual business operations success suite from Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services will position your business for success and avoid the pitfalls of startups. From registering with your state, operating agreements, bookkeeping, tax filings, and more, Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services can be your growth partner at every level of your business. Schedule your needs assessment today at www.elite8financial.com/boss or by phone at 469-412-0056.
Here we go. Boss term of the week. Synergy. This one, I hope this one touches in your spirit. Synergy is an interaction of cooperation, giving rise to a whole that is greater than the simple sum of its parts. I want to apply this concept to the super hustlers right now, the people that have 40 things going on, but none of it coincide, because you find yourself tired, you find yourself burnt out. Your encouragement is only those people that say, hey, I see you, I see what you're doing and everything, and they admire your hustle, but you're hustling backwards. You're not getting anywhere. You're out here, you're doing, you have two jobs, you're selling in tea, you're doing credit repair, you're, doing all of these different things or whatever, and you haven't mastered any of them. And that's why you're struggling with gaining traction on that progress, So the thing about the synergy is that if you focus in one area and you commit to really developing in that area and working hard in that area and mastering that particular craft, here's what ends up happening. And it's funny how it happens, because you don't have to figure out the next thing. It's going to come to you, because as you move your way through and display your mastery of this one thing, there's going to be ancillary services or products that go hand in hand with that you won't have to work as hard to promote. So I encourage you guys that, are kind of everywhere, we see you, admire your hustle and everything. Somebody just told me that there was no sound. Is that the case? Can y'all hear me? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let's see. But yeah, I'm doing a mic check over here, and I'm coming through here. So let me know if I'm not coming through out there. Yeah, everything's good on this end. Turn me up on here. So anyway, I'm going to assume that the sound picked up somewhere. I don't know where that fell off at, but I have a background sound. Okay. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Somewhere I have a background sound, but yeah. So synergy is always a more productive way of moving forward to develop your income and whatnot without working as hard. I believe they say work smarter, not harder. So that's this week's boss term of the week. We're going to get into this 5 minutes of fire, but first we're going to talk about these tax tips with the PPP and EIDL and everything. Be right back. So I have to tell you guys about what's been going on over here at Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services. If you guys haven't been to the website in a minute, elite8financial.com, there's some exciting stuff going on. This is for my business owners. If you are currently using different payment processors and you're kind of everywhere with that and you don't know what fees you're going to encounter, so forth and so on, come take a look with us, see if we can save you some money. You'll just go to the website and enter, you're going to go to the card processing link, elite8financial.com/card processing services. And we have another exciting product for business owners that if you have a higher ticket item and you find that oftentimes people that want to work with you aren't quite able to afford your services right off, you will be able to finance them in-house. And it's a non-recourse financing. So, you go through the process, they go through the process, get the money or whatever, they pay you. If they don't pay that loan or whatever, it does not come back on you. And for you guys that are offering payment plans and stretching yourself out through the year, this will go a long way to improve your cash flow and allow you to grow your business. So if you want to take a look at that, go to the website and elite8financial.com and go to the product financing link and fill out the information there, and someone with our team will get back to you guys. So let's go ahead and get into those tax tips. So it's getting to that time of the year where you're going to be filing your income taxes. There's that going on. There's a lot of uncertainty. So to clear up one part, yes, the economic injury disaster loan has been extended through December 31st, 2021 currently. And the payment protection program is also about to open back up. From my understanding, yes, you do need to reapply if you've applied before or received it before, but also there's going to be much more involved in the requirements of getting that loan. I'm sure you all seen all the fraud that happened, and feds are not playing. They're popping people at their place of business, taking them to jail, for that fraud. So one of the things that you will absolutely need to execute that is you're going to have your books in order. We just ended our sale where you were able to get 50% off the setup fees and 25% off of a 2020 cleanup if you need it. But if you do not have your books in order, reach out to our team. You can call us at 866-2ELITE8, or you can go to elite8financial.com/appointments and get on the schedule to have your business overhauled and be prepared for this government funding that's going to come down, because we don't know what's going to happen next. We're going to have a transition of power here soon, and I think some of y'all are delusional about Biden coming in and saving the day like overnight. It's not going to happen that way. There's going to be some hard times ahead, so you need to secure this funding, and that's going to set us up for another part of the program. I really have to go in on this because it's to the point where it's sickening. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into that 5 minutes of fire. I know this is what y'all was waiting for. Y'all was like, yeah, George been gone for a second. He been traveling. He gonna come back pettier than ever. And you're right. So Facebook University, and then there's this new app everybody's going crazy over, the Clubhouse app. Let me start with saying, hey guys, whatever it is, always make a point of doing your due diligence, because at the end of the day, whatever you do in your business, whatever you put on a tax return, you're accountable for that. It's always going to come back on you. Now, I don't know why, for the life of me, we have Facebook University. And the crazy thing about this is we have tens of thousands of professionals, true professionals, on social media. And you guys will see a post or hear from somebody that is by no way, shape, or form in that area. That's not their lane or whatever. And that will go absolutely viral. I saw this dumbass post today. I think I might have actually seen it last night, but I wasn't tripping off it last night. I was bringing in the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. So I seen this post that said, hey, you're getting $600 for your stimulus money. You should take $150 and form an LLC and then apply for the SBA loan and get the $5,000 and then blah, blah, blah. It was like real detail, but it couldn't have been more ridiculous, because starting off, the cost to get a business license varies from state to state. Some states is as high as $500. Some states are as low as $35. So that $150 right off the top was just crazy. Then there was no consideration for any type of compliance issues and or tax perspectives on that. So if you go and form an LLC in a state like, let's say, California, why would you create an LLC designed to do nothing, not designed to even create a profit? You just want to try to get some money or whatever in a state that has a $800 annual franchise fee. That's crazy, you know. So I don't know why these things go viral the way they do, especially when there's so many of us that's on here every day dropping gems, giving you the game. And you guys, some of y'all inbox me, y'all hit me up and be like, hey, is this real? And it's to the point where it's frustrating. So first and foremost, if you're going to go to one of these online universities, let it be Google University, not Facebook University, and get some real information to apply. And if you actually want to go in business for the purpose of having a viable business, providing a product or service that develops jobs and sustain your lifestyle, get with us over at Elite 8 Tax and Financial Services. Let us get you, set up the right way. You can go to our boss page. We have a page that's specifically for business owners. It's elite8financial.com/boss. And on this page, we have everything from entity setup. Go ahead and put that on the screen. Everything from entity setup to payroll services to bookkeeping, executive CFO services, even some coaching programs or whatever that you could benefit from to help start and grow your business the right way. We now are able to provide capital loans from $2,000 to, if you're in like healthcare or you're in construction, up to $75,000. Now this is not like government money. This is something that you have to pay back. But, in a time like this, you may need a little bit of help to bridge you to the next place. So don't hesitate to reach out to us on that. Let's rewind a little bit and talk a little bit more about this tax side here. A lot of people, some for the first time ever, has gotten unemployment throughout 2020. You had an option of whether or not to have taxes taken out of that. And with all of the uncertainty and everything, many of you didn't. There was an extra component on that. I think it was an extra $600 or something, a pay period or a month. I don't know how it went. But with that, some of you were actually making more money from unemployment than you were when you were working. And it may have kicked you into a different income tax bracket that may affect some of your credits that you're used to seeing when it's time to get a deduction. So understand right from the very top, from the White House to the IRS, there has been a lot of uncertainty about what things will be allowed, forgiven, and so forth and so on as we deal with this ongoing pandemic right now. So I would tell you, start now getting your financials in order, actively seek things. The mail is running slow. Somehow bills seem to get there on time, but everything else runs a little bit behind. So be careful running out to take advantage of these loans and things of that nature that some tax houses are offering, because with the level of uncertainty we're experiencing right now, your refund may, and I can almost say probably won't, be what you're used to for those of you that get refunds. For those of you that usually have a tax liability at the end of the year, don't wait until the month of April to start reaching out to tax professionals about what they can do to save you money. We have some certified financial planners on the team. We have tax planners on the team. It is too late for some things, but there's still time to do some moving around or whatever to reduce your tax liability. Also, there's just the fact of making a tax plan early on in 2021 that can save you money perpetually. This is why these plans are good to invest in. Yes, they do cost, but the amount of money they save you in year one typically pays for itself, but this is a perpetual thing. So I encourage you to reach out and get some tax planning done. If you're serious about keeping more of your money in your pocket. Speaking of which, I saw on Facebook University, the income shifting thing has come back up. It's a dangerous game you're playing. I'm not saying it's not an effective method, but you better know what you're doing, or you'll end up like a client I had a couple years ago that had a 6-figure job, paid less than $1,000 in taxes, and couldn't figure out why she owed almost 12 grand at the end of the year. For those of you who are in business and or independent contractors, that's going to be a big thing. For those of you that started working from home or started working for yourself, one of the biggest traps that new business owners fall in is they go from the sweat equity and the grind to when they actually start to make money, they don't pay those estimated taxes. And you can have a penalty at the end of the year with a very minimal amount owed or whatever, because you didn't pay taxes throughout the year the way a W-2 worker would. If you want to know more about that, you can reach out to us at 866-2ELITE8 or hit us on the website, elite8financial.com. Schedule an appointment. We do have free 15-minute slots, and I do apologize. I know the cup of coffee thing is not up right now. We're working on that. We did some maintenance on the website over the holiday period, and some stuff got lost in the sauce. So we're going to bring that back to you. Should be up by next week, where you can do the free appointments. So outside of that, what else do we have going on? Talk about these infectious disease viral prophets. That's what I call them. You know, in 2020, everybody became a tax expert, a credit repair expert, infectious disease doctor, and, you know, the viral prophets, it's like the bad information travels faster than anything else. It's beyond my understanding. I implore you, whatever the matter is, not if it's just taxes, whatever the matter is, seek a professional in that particular realm to get quality information. The biggest challenge you guys face is that you don't want to invest in the professionals. And so you get these nibbles and bits of information and you jump off the front porch with it. And then when there's consequences, it costs a lot more to fix it than it would have been to just do it right the first time. So again, as we go into the normal tax filing season, again, be careful with these loans and the gimmicks that's just in there to get your business. If somebody promises you a refund amount based on your number of kids without seeing any other documentation or whatever, run the other way. That is not what you want to do, please. You know, and I'm gonna tell you another little secret. Your tax returns can probably cost you less if you will accept the fact that it does cost and have the money to go in. These different loan products and everything that they're doing, number one, it doesn't get you your refund any faster. You're paying exorbitant fees in order to not pay that professional at the time that they're doing the work. And I use professional in that regards very, very loosely. I'm gonna take some heat about that one, but that's okay. That's what I do. If you guys have any questions for us, again, you can hit us up at 866-2ELITE8 or www.elite8financial.com. We were going to have some guests on the show tonight. The schedule got kind of messed up, but we make adjustments, not excuses. But that's why you're seeing me in prime time versus the normal 2 o'clock. So we'll be back at you guys on next Friday at 2 p.m. Look forward to seeing you. Tune in then. Till then, Happy New Year's and live life.